Hey guys, so smoking on one of the rollies. I forgot to loosen it up. Let me show you what I mean by that. And yeah, I know I look goofy. I'm laying down. I'm honestly like tired of shit. Um, my back's a little sore. If you got a rollie, sometimes you roll them a little tight. I'd rather roll them tight and then kind of fix them later, right? But you can take one. This one's kind of tight too. Start at the bottom. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know where the speaker is on this. Roll it. It's loosened up down here, and then it's kind of, you do that all the way to the end. I like to pull it out, the tobacco that sticks out. The reason being is it'll get on your shirt and stuff, be putting holes in your shirts and your pants. My pajamas are fucking full of holes because shit like that. But yeah, I'm wearing my fucking goofy hoodie, so like I said, I'm just being comfy today. So I kind of have a little little bit of something to talk about today, and then mostly just I'll probably make another video sometime. Whenever I'm talking about like everything there is to do about rolling cigarettes and stuff, and explain that a little bit better, more detail in some place where I got some actual decent lights and stuff going on. But so yeah, just a few things to talk about. Number one is on a video a few days ago. I think it was the NSBM one. It was showing that there was 5 comments on it, but I only seen 4. Usually it'll pop up like, and I try to go in and answer them and stuff, or just chat with whoever's got what going on, and stuff. But because like I say, I schedule these out, but I try to check everything at least once a day and stuff. It's usually late at night, kind of like. But anyways, I only seen 4 comments, so I don't know if YouTube does that thing that everybody talks about where it doesn't show certain comments or whatever the case may be. So if I don't reply to anybody's stuff, that's why. I just don't see it. Even like some of the dumb comments that I had on like I think it might have been the last video I wore this actually. Like I said, I tried to at least do something or whatever, right? Just that's how I am. Whenever I get a Coke or something like at McDonald's, I always have to poke every single hole that's on there for tea, diet, Dr. Pepper, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So it just bothers me if I don't, right? Which I like talking on the comments and stuff. Um, so just a little something about that. Also, whenever I'm doing all these videos and stuff, obviously like kind of like what a lot of people like seeing is like the smoking, the vibing, and stuff like that. But I always still talk about some stuff, whether if it's kind of me rant about nothing. It's always just my internal monologue, really, a lot of times. Uh, but I don't really know. It's going to be weird on how I'm going to have to kind of title these. Like the thing is going to be, I guess, more of a smoking thing, but then it's going to also be like while talking about this subject or something. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to kind of title these, I don't know if it's going to be something like talking about XYZ occult mystery conspiracy while smoking, like a SpongeBob at night, you know. I or if it's I should do like what I've kind of done with some of these is like smoking, chilling, talking about like sometimes titles get a little long though, but if anybody has any suggestions about those, let me know. Also, yeah, so got the roof and everything on the trailer. So I may make another video tonight if I've got some time. I got a few things I want to accomplish and stuff, so I just kind of have to see. Um, I'm kind of trying to take it easy a little bit. Um, well, today's technically Valentine's Day, but been outside working a lot. Was jacking up this old building and stuff, and anyways, it's 2 stories, all oak lumber, right? And anyway, heavy as fuck. So like jacking that up, and a lot of times, every time, always I'm always joking with my wife. I'm always saying like jacking in the rain because every time we um, have jacked up a fucking building, um, which is only the second one, mind you, but the ground's always wet and soft. So a lot of times I'm not, I'll jack the whole thing out because it's a 20-ton bottle jack, right? And I'll run it basically all the way out, and like the uh, the however long it goes, I don't know, like 6 inches or something like that. I'm lucky to get like 2 inches of height, and then like the other four is like where it's just shoved down into the ground. That's even on blocks, on gravel, on a cinder block, on a piece of wood, and then you got a piece of wood on top of it and stuff. So, which is a lot of having to waller around blocks and gravel and smooth, level. It's just real tedious, takes a lot. And then I had to remove a lot of tin and everything, uh, like roofing um, and stuff off the trailer and stuff, where it got like pulled behind the truck trailer, like the mobile home rent trailer stuff getting set up. Got the roof finished up yesterday. I was talking about that, and I guess the last video or two, because I made those yeah, just back to back, and it's kind of killing some time there. Um, but yeah, so just had to go and clean it up. Had a bunch of like scrap metal and some just boards and stuff like that. I just kind of scrap and junk and stuff like that. Had a piece of OSB that was, I mean, it's given to me free, but it was left out in the rain and stuff like that. So it's not like super nice piece or anything. But anyways, I just had to get all that off. So anyways, I ended up working a lot today and wasn't even planning on it, you know. Um, but that was all around here. So it wasn't too bad. But anyway, so little sore. Hands kind of got that like swollen feel and stuff like they do just from past few days, because really I had to go and load up the tin, uh, set it, and then had to go take it over there, drop it off, had to drop all the materials off, had to put like all the OSB, had to take them up some steps and put them in. You know, it's just a lot of handling stuff. So tomorrow's Sunday. It's supposed to rain all day here. So I'm just going to, of course, whenever this video comes out, probably like Tuesday or Wednesday, but because Monday, if everything goes well, we're going to be doing a lot of running around. Got to go to like Lowe's and stuff, get some more shit. Those running around days always suck. Most of the time. I mean, sometimes get to do something that's a little bit more fun, but like having to deal with the traffic, and it's also going to be, I think, President's Day, which I guess some people's off work and shit for that. So probably be crazy in town. You know what? I already got this one rolled out pretty good. Let me just go ahead and hit it real quick. I said quicker video, and this would probably be longer than some of them, but yeah. So just got a lot of shit to do on Monday, and then Tuesday or Wednesday, if everything goes well, supposed to have that guy come over and finish digging out the water lines and sewer lines. And I think the electric lines pretty much already dug. It wasn't much left to do on that. Um, but point is though, is whenever he's over there, I'm gonna go over there as well. One of the things I definitely want to do is I take my truck through the car wash because I've been doing nothing but driving through mud holes. I mean, I'm talking like where everything's been dug up over there, and I had to pull in that trailer, offload all that tin and stuff like that. And every time I leave there, I mean, I'm dragging mud all the way through town, and tires stick out a little bit further than the body and everything. So I'm just slinging mud like going down through town on fucking Main Street and shit. And it's just crazy, bro. But also had a little bit of salt and stuff like that. Kind of drive in. It was dry though, um, but you still get some of it. You know how it is, um, especially driving out through places like mud, and then it kind of picks up in it, you know, and shit. But yeah, so trying to do that. But also, whenever I'm over there, I'm going to try to make a video kind of showing the roof and stuff. I'm going to try out my phone where you can like pause the video and swap the cameras and stuff from like front to back, and try to play around with that, see if I can try to show a cool video kind of that. And I need to do like another lore drop, so it's kind of got some more people watching and stuff a little bit now, and just kind of do like a recap of everything I've got going on. Also, like I say, we got a bunch of stuff kind of coming up. I'm going to try not to work on it anything tomorrow, if at all possible. Of course, got a lot of family coming over. I'll be honest with you guys, like NPCs, like straight up. And if the conversations get too goofy, then I'll go outside and just start working and stuff like that, just to kind of get away. Um, so if that happens, I may go up to the barn. And if you watch that video where I was talking about like the loading OSB in the truck, not the one where I was talking about it, but where it was actually in the truck, and I was kind of showing that a little bit. And I like almost tripped and stuff. I may take the sledgehammer and try to beat some of those rocks and stuff out. Uh, so I don't know, but if I do, I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to take. I'll probably make a video if I do. Um, maybe not. I mean, maybe raining so hard, the audio just be like super loud and stuff like that of the rain. But anyways, do want to say appreciate that video where it's just called like smoke break time or whatever. A lot of people, well, I think a couple of them or whatever, anyways, two or three something, uh, comment some really nice stuff. Also on the NSBM one had a really nice comment on there and stuff. But shout out to the people, I guess, who watched Smoke Break Times talking about it how, being a vibe. I actually recorded a video, my first one that I ever done in the barn, I think. It's where I was talking about kind of like the ball and uh, Moloch and Yahweh and stuff. Um, but I feel like I didn't explain it well, so I actually just deleted that one. I ended up doing like the one where I was on the computer and stuff. But anyways, though, so just wanted to appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, kind of like for how to go about doing the titles and stuff, where it's going to be smoking and talking about stuff, let me know. But anyways, appreciate you guys hanging out with me being all goofy and shit, and hope you have a good one.